So I've been working on this Roadrunner here for the last 3 days, building wheelie bars, and I got a kit from Tim McGamus, a really nice kit, but I got them done. It was a lot of work, more work than I actually expected. The mount for the wheelie bar used to be right across here. There was a tube here, and then it was mounted on either end. Now that's really low in the diff housing, and they just weren't really effective. So now I put the mounts up top here. And bottom mounts are here. These are the wheelie bars. So everything is chrome moly and TIG welded, and these are the rod ends that go on the rear housing. They're left-hand thread, and there's no jam nuts on them because you want to be able to adjust this at the track, and it'd be very difficult to get up there and loosen the jam nuts. So there's jam nuts on the other end, but everything is braced. These are slip tubes. They can actually move, so the bar can turn in here. So it's got the locking collars on either end so that this can't slide, and then it has a brace that goes down to the bottom bar. And every tube has its own support tube that is not welded to the main tube. It can move freely, but it's not going to move. So then another support tube there. So, and everything is TIG welded, and the kit came completely unassembled. Even these brackets here were not assembled. I had to weld everything together. And it comes with you have a downsized tube that slips into the main tube, and then you have your rod end, tube end that welds to that. So it's kind of stepped down, and it just makes everything a lot stronger. And then with the cross bracing and all the bracing, I don't think he's going to bend these. And then with the bars being mounted up higher, they're going to be way more effective. That's the old wheelie bar there, and they were really not very good because everything had solid ends on it, no rod ends, so they were very hard to adjust. And you can see one of the ends there. Very hard to slip in and out, very hard to adjust. The tubes didn't want to turn, and eventually it broke that mount right off the rear housing. And it was always bending the top bar, so that's why I put this brace in here to keep from bending the top bar again. And there's no way that bottom bar is going to bend, not with all that bracing. So this car should work a lot better now that we have a good wheelie bar on it. New tires mounted. I just got to put the new harness in, and she's good to go. I had to notch out the rear bumper here a little bit to get the bars to fit up in there. But I bet you there's probably over 20 hours in building those bars. You can see it takes a long time to TIG weld and fit everything. But they turned out really well, so we're going to find out this weekend how well they work.